Welcome to Mezinanya, Africa. Yes, that's Huma Sekela singing Chileshi. Abantu Africa. Wonderful. That is Huma Sekela, son of Africa, singing Chileshi on only Mezinanya. Mezinanya, sorry about that. It is excitement even in the time of COVID-19. And what a way to start the program with the discussion about COVID-19 and the economic rights of people. And we are going to use a case in point, Kenya, one of the African countries where we are based and we are doing this show. So welcome. We're going to talk about economic and social rights in the time of COVID-19 and how we encourage the Kenyan population, the Kenyan Africans to rise up and save not only their economy, but the economy of Africa by giving their people social rights that is enshrined in the Constitution of Kenya. So before we get there, let's now go deep into the news items of the day from Africa. Mother Africa, what are you saying? And today Mother Africa is saying, environmental expert attacks Mauritius government over Wakasio oil spill. So the Mauritius government is being attacked for an oil spill. That's sad. It's reminding us of the other time when oil spill happened in America. Okay, let's go to other news today. Let's see if we're going to get another news item. Wonderful. So let's hope they deal with that. You know, pollution is happening in the sea, and we've got to save our seas, oh Africa. Now, another news item. Benin restores Ouida slave fort to honor African ancestors. This is wonderful. God bless Benin. May the spirits of Africa, the spirits of heaven, the spirits bless Benin for restoring the Ouida slave fort to honor African ancestors, Black American or African Americans. I prefer calling them Black American because Africans are not just black. Yes, we have brown and white Africans. Yes, so I call them Black Africans or Black Americans rather. So God bless Benin for that restoration. Scientists in Kenya aim to save white rhinos from extinction via IVF. Congratulations, Kenya, for saving the white rhino, the albino rhino, via IVF. IVF is science of reproduction that makes you can make a baby even of the animals without sexual reproduction. Yes, so we're waiting to see how they're going to do that. Of course, they get the sperm and put it on a petri dish, and then they put it in the female rhino. Yes, so we're waiting to see how that will come out. Mali appoints 9 judges as an attempt to end political crisis. And Kenya National Park fire extinguished. Congratulations to Kenya again. They have extinguished the fire that was raging. The national park, the grasses, the savanna of Africa was on fire. Let's have a moment of silence for that. Thank you for saving the savannas of Africa. Back to Mezinanya, Africa. Mezinanya, Africa is here for you. And now let's get back to business as usual. Now, this is what we're talking about. You can see this is the Kenyan Constitution of 2010. And it was made in 2010. But there's a very wonderful article I have read. Economic and social rights. This is Article 43 of the Kenyan Constitution. Kenya is a son and daughter of Africa. Yes, Mother Africa, listen to your child, your offspring, Kenya, what they have said that they will do to their people. Every person has the right to the highest attainable standard of health, which includes the right to healthcare services, including reproductive healthcare, to accessible and adequate housing, and to reasonable standards of sanitation, to be free from hunger, and to have adequate food of acceptable quality, to clean and safe water in adequate quantities, to social security, and to education. A person shall not be denied emergency treatment. The state shall provide appropriate social security to persons who are unable to support themselves and their dependents. So there you are. These are the economic and social rights enshrined in the Constitution of the Republic of Kenya, that is a nation on the soil of Africa. Yes, and the soil of the world, the planet Earth. So why is this Article 43, which we are doing hashtag Article 43 on Twitter? So keep on sharing. We want this to go viral. We want people to be talking about social security, how they're supposed to, social security, how we're supposed to be protected by the COVID-19, the tragedy of COVID-19. Yes, people are suffering and they have no benefits. Yes, they are losing their jobs and there's no payment. There's no backup plan for them. And this is going to affect the economies, especially the urban poor who do not have land. They don't know where to plant food in the city. Yes, they are being affected, highly affected by this, and it's very important to raise this issue so that they are protected from the throes of COVID-19 and poverty. And this is not just for Kenya, it's for the whole of Africa. But we are happy with Kenya that they have a constitution that focuses on the social welfare, well-being of a human being, and that being a Kenyan. So, when you look at COVID-19, you see how COVID-19 has affected people. They are not working, they're not going to do their businesses. Business is down or the activity is low, and then many businesses are shutting down because they are weak. They don't have enough capital to stay open. Yes, they don't have enough capital to pay their workers, you know? Yes. So they close down and people are surviving on hand to mouth survival, begging people. Deaths are taking people away. Even it's a shame for someone to try and ask for to do what? To demand for debt payment right now. It's a very hard time, and it's a time for Africans and human beings, of course, but we are talking about our Black people, that we have to love one another in this hard time of COVID-19. So let's look at one of the most important measures here is the social security that surprisingly in Africa, it is never focused on. You know, they do not do social security like most Western countries. In Western countries, social security is very important because it's called securing or protecting the society from challenges beyond their control. Don't you think COVID-19 is beyond the control of many Kenyans, Africans, citizens of the world? Yes. So this is the time when the states should provide adequate social security to persons who are unable to support themselves and their dependents, because many of them have lost jobs. And these people losing jobs, some of them don't even have bank accounts. They will eat their savings in 2 weeks, and then the savings are done. Then some of them don't even have land, so they can't dig and plant food. You see, that's what is happening in Africa right now. Yes, and the industrial economy, the economy that is run by industry and machines is gone to grinding halt because the international economy has slowed down, and there's very low activity, though we are very grateful that activity is picking up around the world under what is called COVID secure economies. Yes, these are economies that are setting up security measures, COVID health security measures, so that people can still work in safe environments. So what is social security? Basically, social security is a program administered by the government, yes, where people receive payments from the government so that they can sustain their lives and that they are not affected by certain challenges in the society, such as like the pandemic and unemployment. Mostly unemployment in Europe is when they give you unemployment benefits. But it's so funny, in Africa, they don't do that. Yes, and it's wrong, because it's a constitutional right to earn a living. You see, let's go to the Kenyan Constitution. We keep it up there, and you'll see how you have a right to earn a living. And so COVID-19 right now has affected people's right to earn a living. See? And this is a very, very tough time for many people, because the moment you can't earn a living, what's going to happen? You are not going to be able to feed yourself. And in the same Kenya, what has happened, people are, the cases increase because you can't buy enough food, yes, to keep yourself healthy. COVID-19 is connected to your immunity. All diseases are connected to your immune system. And we eat food to make our immune system strong. So now, when when we are not eating because you don't have a job, you've even reduced your eating, yes, the amount of food you're eating. When that happens, what's going to happen to you health-wise? You will not be able to take care of yourself, and therefore you will be susceptible to COVID-19. Yes, we are just thankful that we may have many cases as Kenya and Africa, but we have managed to stay, don't have a very high death toll, even though the death toll is rising. So it's very important for us to understand that it's a tough time, and the states and the governments of Africa must rise at this time to institute social security for Africa. I would suggest the people suffering people with health issues, single mothers, even single fathers, they're single parents, yes, and they have children, they need support. And not only them, we have what is called universal basic income. It is a system that gives money to everyone in the country, irrespective of your status in economic status. And so the government gives you money every month so that it can boost your purchasing power, and you're able to stay well and therefore buy food that will keep you healthy, and therefore you won't succumb to COVID-19. So we support the universal basic income because it's for everybody. As long as you're a citizen of the country, yes, you should be protected from the throes or the challenges that you will face in the country. And now we have a very big challenge called COVID-19, and we need to act fast to save people, to reduce the number of cases. You need to keep people secure with benefit system so that they can keep on buying a food that will keep them healthy, and therefore their immune system will be strong to fight COVID-19. Also, to reduce stress, because mental health is affecting many people. You know, now you're not making money, you are in the house. You're not used to that, you know? Yes, you're not used to it. So it's affecting your brain. Within time, you'll lose your head. Yes, you'll go crazy. Look at what's happening in Lebanon. Lebanon, they've gone crazy because the situation is so hard for them. The bomb was not part of COVID-19, but it has exacerbated the whole issue. Yes, the issue is now, because they're already stressed, yes, and then now something has exploded, yes, and killed many people. So they're now in deeper stress. Yes. So the mental health of Lebanese people is in dire straits, and they need to be assisted. Yes, as France has said, they are assisting them. Yes, those who can assist Lebanon. Yes, so that's what we are advising the Kenyan people to rise up. Not rise up, they rise up in the social media, yes, and discuss about Article 43, yes, economic and social rights. Every person has the right to the highest attainable standard of health and adequate housing and to reasonable standards of sanitation. So, of course, some of them is a long term. You know, development is not, what do you call it? It's not, you don't develop things once and for all. It takes time. So you are supposed to sit down, plan what you want here and what you're going to do and how much it's going to cost and how long it will be. Yes. So that's what we are encouraging the governments of Africa to start doing. The African Union, where are you to press for social welfare for the people of Africa, the poor people of Africa? World Bank, where are you to press for the social welfare of Black people right now in COVID-19, because Black people are the most impoverished in the world. Yes, and it will be a disaster to leave them alone in COVID-19 the way they are faced. They don't have strong social welfare systems. Yes, and so that what's our point? And before we go, the Article 43, it's your right. Yes, it's your right you have a right to social security. Yes, right now you need to be protected from the challenges of COVID-19, what we are calling the throes, yes, of COVID-19. You need to be protected, and the state has the power to protect you. We are very happy with America. Yes, America is, they have protected their people, and they're giving their people money every week. Yes, to compensate for them not working. And that's very good, because how are they going to eat, you know? Yes. And America is so urbanized. Yes, nobody has a land to plant food. Yes, and you can't tell them now, just start planting on the road. Just plant. You can't do that. Yes, you see, so you have to take care of them, and that's what the American government has done. The greatest economy in the world. And I was asking myself a question today, that the greatest economy in the world is giving their people who are now unemployed benefits. Yet, it's the greatest economy in the world. But the other economies that are not the greatest are not doing that. So I've asked myself, do you think the people in the weaker economies are even enjoying themselves? They're even in more danger, because if the greatest economy is giving their people benefits, what about weaker economies? They must give benefits to their people, because they are also not working and they have families to feed. And all that stress, yes, can explode. As we told you, Lebanon has exploded because of the stress of COVID-19. Yes, and it's a very bad time to be a mother and a child in Lebanon. Yes, and we have to stop such situations by protecting everybody. Yes, even single people should be protected, because that's the Constitution. Yes, you can't be discriminated against because of your status. Yes, your marital status. Whether you're single or married, you are a citizen and you have a right to social security. So this is the time when Kenya and Africa can rise up and institute the economic and social rights in their constitutions and protect their people from the throes of COVID-19. So keep on tweeting Article 43. We are spreading this so that people can be aware that they have their economic and social rights guaranteed in the supreme law of the land, the Constitution, and they should enforce them through petitioning the government. In many ways, you can write a letter to the president, you can write a letter to parliament, you can see a legislator, yes, and ask him which laws are there that are enforcing social security now in Kenya, and create a new legislation, universal basic income for everybody. Yes. I even propose that when you give money per person. Yes, that's what you're calling population factor. Yes. When you have 5 children in the social welfare office, they have those children's names and they've given them money. And the money is managed by the parents until they are 18. And then now they have their own account, which is also given benefits for them as they work, whether they work or not. Yeah, so I support, I'm a proponent. Mezinanya Africa is a proponent of universal basic income, where everybody receives an income from the government so that you can survive any challenge that is happening. Like, let's say you lose your job, that income is the one to support you. And then even if you don't lose your job and you're working, that income is to boost you. Yes, so we support universal basic income for everybody in the country, even children. Yes, the parents will manage their accounts until they are adults, and then they can now manage their accounts on their own, whether they get a job or not. So we thank you so much for joining us here on Mezinanya Africa. Keep it. Article 43, economic and social rights. I have economic and social rights. We have economic and social rights. Yes, na hiyo tunasema kwamba kwa wale ambao hawajui Kiingereza kwamba wewe una haki ya uchumi na haki ya kuwa na, sijui tunaweka social aje. Yes, but uko na haki ya uchumi. Yes, uchumi yako lazima ilindwe na serikali. Uchumi yako ni maisha yako, na kama uchumi imeanza kuzoroteka kama vilivyo na hii COVID-19, utakaa aje? Huwezi lisha mtoto, huwezi jilisha hata wewe. Hata wewe binafsi hata huwezi. Kuna wale, yes, hawawezi jilisha. Sasa serikali, hebu angalia hiyo ndo nasema kipengele 43, yani article 43 ni yako. Hebu simama, hebu anza kuuliza serikali yako, wanasiasa wako, viongozi wako kwamba wanafanya nini, yes, kukulinda. Wewe hukuunda COVID. Hakuna mtu aliunda COVID-19. Imetokea kwa sababu ya mapenzi ya Mungu. Yeye ndo amesema wacha ikuje. Hatujui kwa nini. Yes. Lakini haimaanishi tuangamie, tuanguke, tufilisike. La hasha. Tuko na sheria, yani katiba ya Kenya, na hiyo ndio inatulinda. So I had to break through. Those of us who do not know Swahili, that is the language of Africa, lingua franca of East Africa. So I had to break through for those who needed to understand what we're saying. So thank you so much. This is Mezinanya Africa, and we leave you again with, do we have Hugh Mazakela? No, we're going to leave you with Abdullah Ibrahim singing Soweto.